Playing all the hottest music, yeah. Keep it locked, keep it locked. The Bougie Show, keep it locked. It's the Bougie Show, keep it locked. We live, tell us what you wanna hear. When we turn up, you gon' turn up. Turn around and tell a friend. It's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Tell them it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn up. All around the world, you gon' hear us. Turn up. Everywhere we go, you gon' hear us. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Cause it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Turn up, turn up. Turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Turn up, turn up. Turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ. This performer in front of me is far from a rookie. She's a bona fide talent with the nookie. She's been in the game for damn near a decade. Drop a bomb for Liv Revamped. Also, check this out. Pinned on her Twitter page, she's got a video of her performing oral sex on a brother. In the caption, she asks this question, quote, "If your eyes ain't bloodshot, did you even deep throat?" End quote. God damn it, she looked up to the camera and her eyes was red as can be. Liv Revamped in the building. Hey, honey, thank you for joining the Bougie Show. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Are you feeling great?
I'm feeling good.
Coming in here looking like the female Carlton from the Fresh Prince with your little, I see you.
Hey, don't hate on the sweater.
That's what I'm saying. I said, oh yeah, you got your spring going on.
Yes, I'm so ready for spring. It's my favorite season.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. You're much smaller than, I knew you were small, but you're much smaller than what I thought.
I get that a lot. For some reason, people assume I'm much taller in person when I try to make it very clear I am a tiny person. I am little. I am 4'11". But for some reason they think, oh yeah, 4'11", sure, she probably means like 5'3".
So you're probably the shortest I've interviewed by far. And how much you weigh?
I'm like 100 pounds soaking
Jesus.
wet.
Jesus.
It fluctuates.
Wow.
I can go up to 110 when I'm feeling good.
Okay. Oh, when you're feeling good?
When I'm feeling good, yes. When I'm eating good, I'm feeling good, things are going well.
You're a marijuana
Can you
consumer?
tell?
Yeah, the chain gave it away, so the charm, I should say.
Yeah, huge.
All right, well, let's start then. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. I want to go right into this. Why do you consider yourself a porn model and not a porn star?
I just feel like I didn't quite get to the level of performance I define porn star as.
Okay.
I feel like to be a porn star, you kind of have to be a household name in a sense. When I think porn star, I think Jenna Jameson, I think Asa Akira, now I think Abella Danger. Those are stars.
Right, got it.
And I don't think I'm at that level.
Okay.
But that's
that's real though. No,
but that's not a negative thing.
No, not at all. Not at all. I just wanted you to clarify because I didn't know why you said that. So I saw that you mentioned that. So no, that's cool that you look at it from that perspective and how you approach it, because there are a lot of people walking around thinking that they're porn stars, but in actuality, you just broke down what an actual porn star is.
Like, I mean, you fucked in front of a tripod and a couple strangers.
Yeah,
that doesn't necessarily make you a porn star yet.
Got it. We can applaud that. Are you sexually spontaneous?
Spontaneous?
Yeah.
Define spontaneous.
Oh, well, like if the moment is right and it goes.
Oh yes,
okay,
yes.
Right. Okay.
I love spontaneity.
And even just in recreational, not even referring to sex. You're just a spontaneous person overall?
Kinda. Maybe that has to do with, being ADHD, but...
You can't stay still.
But no, I cannot. But I also just like going on random adventures.
Okay.
Wherever the day leads me, I'm kind of very just... very go with the flow type person.
Got it. So you've been in the game for a while, but we'll get into that. Because I'm gonna talk fly with you right now. How was it to have sex in downtown LA and overlook the city? I did my due diligence, so you saw.
It was actually really fucking cool. It was it's very surreal. It's one of those moments where you kind of just you almost like, it's almost an out of body experience. You kind of go out of body and you're just like, fuck, is this really happening right now? Is this really my life? Yes, it is. And it's pretty fucking sweet.
So this was just with somebody this wasn't one of your peers that you work, one of your coworkers or anything like that. This was.
Oh, no, it was definitely one of my peers and coworkers, but like it was still fun.
And how did you the one who initiated that conversation and say, hey, let's go out in public and.
No. It's more like, just like. We talk about collaborating, we talk about like content, and sometimes just hanging out evolves into more than just hanging out. Not saying that, we're all just like behind closed doors fucking each other, but like sometimes you just form these relationships and friendships with people that you're so comfortable that sometimes a day hanging out leads to more than just hanging out.
So this was a spontaneous thing that you guys did, though?
Kind of.
It wasn't something that was planned.
It was like we were planning on shooting content, but not at like that.
Okay.
It was like that was way more fun than it was like.
Would you do it again?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Do you still feel the industry has a few rough edges that need to be smoothed out in order to give everyone who deserves recognition the attention they deserve?
I definitely think so, but I think that's just entertainment in general, not just porn, because when you just look at it as a whole, it's a good industry. I think I've met the greatest people, the smartest people I've ever met in my life in the industry. But unfortunately, with an industry that is stigmatized as dirty, gritty, underground, you're going to get, those people who treat it gritty and dirty and taboo, and you're going to get those people who take advantage of that.
Right.
And so
that's the rough side. That's
the rough side. But for the most part, a lot of people look out for each other, especially now more than ever, because 10 years ago, I was very fortunate that I had someone kind of mentor me into the industry, whereas a lot of girls, they come in through some briefcase pimp, just trying to make a few extra bucks on them, and they're just trying to make their way, not realizing, there's, how would I define it? I don't want to like necessarily like shit on it, but like you have like content creators,
right.
Like the fetish, side of porn, like clips, clip people, and then you have like studio work,
right.
And you have a lot of girls that were starting off just doing, clip stuff, fetish stuff, not studio work.
Right.
So when you get into studio work, it's a whole different monster. And a lot of people don't understand that studio work has just different protocol.
Okay.
And a lot of people, they get in thinking, especially when it comes to money, because the rate is different and definitely debatably better in the industry. But a lot of girls aren't told that off the bat.
Better meaning now than in the past?
Yeah, because in the past, you had a lot of girls that were just kind of getting in, trying to make a few extra dollars. And you had a couple agents that took advantage of that. And unfortunately, I was a part of one of those agencies, but luckily it dissolved and I was able to get out of it.
How did you get into the industry? Just somebody that you knew?
It was kind of an accident, but yes, through someone I knew. It was someone a couple girls I'd known since like 5th grade.
So how's it an accident? I don't know, there's an accident. You say, you just tripped over a rock and said, hey, I'm a...
It's a funny story. I had just dropped out of college because I couldn't afford it anymore. I was couch surfing because I had just nowhere to live. Couldn't get a job because, I was stuck in that limbo of you need a job to get experience and you need experience to get a job. I was just, down on my luck, not knowing what the fuck to do with my life. And then out of the blue, my girlfriends hit me up. We haven't texted in like a couple years maybe since high school. And they tell me, we were just talking about you. We miss you. We should have a girls' night. Come over, hang out, and then come with us tomorrow because Tracy, that's not her real name, but that's the name we'll use. Tracy has a photo shoot tomorrow, and you should totally come with us.
A nude photo shoot.
Not that I knew, just photo shoot.
Okay,
but the thing is, my friend Tracy, she's, tall, blonde, blue eyes, skinny. She looked like a supermodel. So I'm thinking, photo shoot, well, makes sense. She looks like a model. Right. So sure, I'll go. I would love to go and have a girls' day and watch Tracy be hot. So the next day we're driving out to like Menifee out there by like Lake Elsinore. And halfway there, they turn to each other. I'm sitting in the back seat, and they're like, should we tell her the truth? And I'm like, oh, my God, we're in the middle of the desert right now. I thought my karma was good.
Right. I'm with you.
But no, they turn to each other, and they're like, the truth is we're not going to a photo shoot. We're going to a porn set. And the reason we wanted to bring you along is because I come from a very open-minded family, like very sexually open-minded family. So I was very, I was already, I guess, informed about sex. I already knew way more about sex than I should have at a, relatively younger age. And I used to talk about porn and say stuff like, I think porn's awesome. I think porn stars are cool. I think, they're these strong, liberated women. I would love to be a porn star, but I don't have what it takes.
Right. This is what you're thinking in
this
your
is
head
what I
while
was
you're
thinking.
on the set.
Well, this is what I was telling my friends back in like school.
Oh, got it.
So that's why they thought of me to bring me along to the set.
Got you.
So they were like, and the reason we wanted to bring you along was because you used to say all these things and no one really talks to us anymore. And we thought, hey, maybe if she saw what we were doing, maybe she'll like be a little bit more open-minded about it. And hey, maybe she want to give it a shot too.
Oh, well, so you saw this, you're on the scene, and what's going through your head?
I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was like watching Cirque du Soleil. Like, it was just like, I come from a very like small town. I came from like the boonies, Oregon, moved to LA, but I moved to like the South Bay LA where like everyone knows everyone, everyone's really close knit. So I didn't really get to like explore. I had that like small town mindset for the most part. So I'm seeing this porn performance in front of me and I'm just like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is awesome. And there was no like intent on even like being a performer. It was just all about like, hey, they just want to show me what's up and see like if I was just cool with it.
Okay, so you've been in the game for quite some time, but I'm bringing that up to say, what made you change your name from Liv Aguilera?
So when I first started, and I'm multiracial, but
okay. I meant to ask you that also. Are you full? So you're not full Hispanic. What's your ethnicity? It's
a list. I am Native American, Mexican, Greek, German, Filipino, English, and Black.
You got a lot going on.
Exactly. But that was the issue.
Okay.
I got into the industry. I'm multiracial. I've always identified with being mixed, if not Filipino, because I was raised by my Filipino grandfather. So it's like one or the other. No, I didn't really identify with being Latina, especially because I don't even speak Spanish.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
Like I know, a few phrases, but not enough to like hold a proper conversation. Right. But because of my looks, I was instantly typecasted as Latina.
Right.
So, Latin name, Latin features, Latin persona. It started messing with me mentally. I actually didn't like where I was going mentally.
Right.
And so I actually took a break from the industry for 1.5 years.
Yes.
And I actually kind of planned on retiring. I don't say that a lot, but, I also don't want the fans to like freak out.
Right.
Because, a lot of girls, they announce when they're leaving the industry, like, I'm retiring. I'm done with porn. I just slipped out. I don't want people.
It's because you knew there was a possibility of you coming back? Why you never wanted to truly announce it? Yes and no.
It was more like I just didn't want that kind of attention. I didn't want people to be like, oh, Liv's leaving. Oh, no. I just, for some reason, it just felt disingenuous. So I was just like, the people who care, they'll miss me. But for the most part, no one actually cares if I'm leaving the industry. No one will even notice. And that's kind of what happened, yeah, people miss me, but the world goes on. But I took 1.5 years off because I wanted to kind of just figure out where I wanted to go from porn. If I wanted to get back into the industry, if I wanted to pursue, a life outside of that, try to get a normal job, have a relationship, just something else. But it definitely wasn't what I wanted.
As far as at that particular time?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So you changed the name because you didn't want it to get the Hispanic slap on you, like that?
Yeah, so when I came back, I wanted to come back under my own terms. I was like, look, I'm mixed. I'm not Latina.
Right.
I'm mixed. I don't speak Spanish. This is not what I identify with. I am mixed, hands down. And also a big part of it was my hair, which seems, trivial to some people, but to me, that was like a huge part of my identity.
Right.
Lost because my agent at the time required me to always straighten my hair to the point where no one even knew that my natural hair was curly. When I got back into the industry, I slid under the radar. I was trying to play the new girl until people realized who I was, because a lot, especially coming back, I lost a little bit of weight. I came back with my natural hair. It was colored at the time, so for some reason, people did not put two and two together until I started going to social functions and people were seeing me face to face and were like, "Holy shit, that's Liv."
So you do scenes now with the curly hair?
Oh, always. Now
you don't straighten it?
Now you have to like special request and pay me extra. like that's not even a joke. You have to pay me extra for me to straighten my hair now.
And because with the straight hair, do you think that they prefer to see you in straight hair because you look more sexy, more provocative, older?
At the time, especially 10 years ago, they were just trying to whitewash me.
Oh, got it.
And, they would give me excuses like, well, curls cast shadows around your face. The fans don't really like curly hair, blah-de-blah-de-blah. And it's like, no, the thing is, you just want to whitewash me so you can market off of me being whitewashed. So you can, throw me in scenes with like Prince Joshua and market it as BBC or whatever. When really it's like, no, throw me in with a white guy. That's interracial.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. So you put your foot down. So,
yes.
Okay. So why did you choose the last name Revamped? Because you're revamped?
I revamped my career and it sounded better with my name.
Okay, got you. Is rough sex still the thing that gets you most excited?
No.
Okay, so what is it then?
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't enjoy it. When the mood strikes, the mood strikes.
Okay.
But I am now a firm believer that vanilla sex is super underrated.
Can you elaborate on vanilla sex? Because people get on me about you guys using terms and they don't know.
I mean, sometimes I just want to fuck with my giant t-shirt on still because, I don't wear PJs, and if I do, it's a giant shirt.
Okay.
But maybe I just want to fuck with my shirt on while we're watching Netflix, we're having a conversation, we're cracking jokes maybe, or we're doing some side spoon and watching a movie, like just something casual.
So that's called vanilla sex?
I mean, I'm not having guys piss in my mouth, so yeah.
Okay. I'm learning something. You're schooling me to the game. So that's your thing now.
Yes.
So occasionally you like the rough stuff, but not,
Especially if I'm being spontaneous. It's like, if it's spontaneous, let's be spontaneous. Let's not overthink it. Let's just have fun and make sure that we feel good. Yeah. But nowadays, especially with the newer generation, I get major red flags when a guy instantly wants to get rough with me. Like, a little bit of hair pulling and, breath play. I call it breath play.
Okay.
Because I like choking, but don't choke me. I don't want you to hurt me.
Right.
And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people now just want to hurt you.
Porn is definitely more aggressive and hardcore than it was in the 80s and the 90s. I will say that because my next question to you was, do you still prefer to lay down with an older man instead of a young bull?
Oh, I can't even date guys under like 35.
Oh, okay.
And even then, it's like 35 is still very fucking young.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to be 30, and the last guy I was talking to was 44, and the guy before him had just turned 50.
Right. So, and it's just the appreciation. So when you were saying that the young guys, if there's a red flag, you mean young talents in the industry?
Yes.
Okay, so if you said it's a red flag when the scene is going down, or meaning you've watched their work and seen it rough, what makes you say that, okay, it's
just
a red
more
flag?
like, obviously we talk about our do's and don'ts on
no
set
checklist.
and
All right.
stuff, but I don't know, I get a little like iffy when a guy is like overly enthusiastic about like wanting to get rough. Like, again, like I like, hair pulling and stuff, but if they're just like, ooh, yeah, I'll totally yank that shit, I'm just like, ooh, you don't need to do all that.
Oh, okay, got you.
Like now I won't even let certain talent slap me in the face.
And I've had some that don't, zero tolerance for slapping in the face, and then some that says they want to see stars. I guess every woman to each his own. I promise you. So my thing, let's go a little bit into detail, because I like to get the woman's perspective on the scene, and because I like for them to speak about their no checklist and to expose a lot of these young talents, the male talents that are taking advantage of them and doing these things. So the double tap. Is that something you have to use often?
Not often, no, because the thing is nowadays, especially because I'm actually an official female liaison for Brazzers.
Okay.
So my job is actually to make sure and supervise that no one's boundaries are crossed.
Okay, great.
But
so your no checklist consists of what? Tell me the top three things.
So personally, I don't like slapping in the face.
Okay.
Because the last guy who slapped me in the face wrong almost busted my lip, and not a good day. Well,
I don't understand how people are go ahead.
And spitting is okay if it's not in my face.
Okay.
Like, you can aim for my mouth, spit on my body. That's cool. If you spit in my face, that's like fighting. You don't spit in my face. And then, and there's just like proper etiquette, really.
Okay.
Just like if you're gonna like finger me, make sure your hands are clean. I actually don't like fingers in my ass because I don't like hands are too rough. I'd much rather someone put their dick or like a smooth toy or something. Fingers are a no for me.
What about for the vagina? It's okay, or you don't like the fingers in vagina either?
They're okay. It's the same though, kinda. It's like I can tolerate it in my vagina because my vagina can handle a lot more. But I'd much rather just be fucked with like, a penis or like a toy.
April 19th, you tweeted, quote, "Why does no one ever spoil me just for being pretty?" End quote. Were you just talking shit, or do you really feel that way?
I talk shit so much on Twitter. I am over dramatic. I'm just a brat on Twitter, but it's just like a persona. It's a gimmick, It's like one of those like, why can't anyone just spoil me because I'm pretty?
Right,
and there's gonna be some guy who's just like, I'll spoil you because you're pretty. Here's $100 in your Cash App, and now I'm giving out all my fucking secrets.
You just gave me. Remember, I brought the Fresh Prince reference. Now you made me think of Hillary when you said, "Oh my gosh, why don't somebody spoil?" You are familiar with Fresh Prince?
Yes,
okay,
of course.
Right, so you just pulled a Hillary on me. That's some real bougie shit. We'll drop a horn for that. Speaking of Twitter, why did your original Twitter page get suspended?
Oh my God, it is the dumbest thing ever. I didn't even do technically anything wrong. They suspended me for graphic and violent imagery. A lot of people thought, oh, did you put like, a naked photo in your header, or did you put like your booty in like your profile? No. So there's this artist who a couple of other porn stars have commissioned work from because he's just really that good. Like, I guess one of his most popular pieces was made famous by Bella Danger because she has like a piece where she's like Helga and she's like standing next to Hey Arnold. So I got the same artist to commission me a piece. Are you familiar with Cowboy Bebop? The anime?
No.
Well, I'm a huge anime fan, but more of like the dark, gritty stuff.
Okay.
So Cowboy Bebop and like Elfen Lied, all those like dorky, dark shit. But I commissioned a piece where I was like Faye Valentine, who's like this, space cowgirl, whatever. Anyways. I commissioned to be Faye Valentine with the lead character Spike, and we're like floating in space. It's really cool, but we're holding guns.
Got it.
And because we're holding guns,
it's violence.
It's violent and graphic imagery.
Right,
and Twitter was just like, nope. Suspended.
So you couldn't get reactivated once it gets not suspended for. It's not a temporary suspension then.
No,
it's indefinitely.
Indefinite. Wow. I tried to appeal it so many times. They haven't even responded to.
They
my
don't even
emails.
see it.
They don't care.
And they allow so much, but not that.
I mean, shit. They have fucking Caitlyn Bennett, who's pro guns and all this other shit. Who's a white girl whose pictures are all guns. but I get an art
You think
piece.
somebody reported it?
I actually do, but I don't think someone reported it because of me. I think someone reported it because of the artist, actually.
Got it.
I heard the artist has like a cult following of haters.
Okay.
And it took someone who actually followed his social media accounts to contact me, because I think they contacted me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, don't feel bad. You actually did nothing wrong. The thing is, this guy has a lot of people always trying to come after him because he's a good artist, and a lot of people really, really, like his work and commission his work. And, I guess it's kind of like any entertainment. It's cutthroat.
The guys that you have, guys that you won't work with in the industry that you've worked with before?
Yeah.
And what did they do to make that no checklist?
There's only a couple of them, and it's stuff they did off camera, stuff like that didn't even happen the day we were working together. The first guy, he's just, a psycho. And the thing is, it's like, even though I'm very like confident in myself and very secure and like I can defend myself if need be,
right.
I would hope it never would have to resort to that. I'm very much kind of scared of men, and I hate to say that, but yeah, I'm kind of scared of men.
You said he's psycho. What makes to live? What makes a man psycho?
So this is what happened, and this is why I call him psycho.
Okay.
So somehow he gets my phone number.
Okay.
And because I'm scared of men, I had I was scared of not responding. It's so stupid. And I was younger anyways. I was like 23, maybe 22, 23. So just young, didn't know any better. Guy gets my number, and this is during like my break from the industry. And I'm working at Starbucks. I'm a barista, so I don't have my phone on me. I'm doing my thing. And in between, he'll like text me, and, just to be polite, I'll give like one-word responses like,
okay,
hi, how are you doing?
Even
Good.
though you didn't give him your number.
But somehow he gets it.
You worked with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I don't know. I was just trying to like justify it in my head. Like, did I give him my number and forget? Or I don't know. But got my number. And is texting me. I'm trying not to text him much. But anyways, I'm at work. I'm working. I get on break, and I see that I have like several messages on my phone. So I'm going and I'm reading them. Hey, what's up? Oh, you're not going to respond? All right, fuck you then. Hey. And I'm just like, nope, blocked.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
But that's exactly what happened. I was just like, okay, it's getting a little bit too crazy. I feel like if I continue this, he might actually try to find me and hurt me.
So you just didn't respond?
No, I just blocked his number.
You never saw him again after you got back in the industry?
No, I saw him a couple times.
And how did that go?
Well, luckily he had a girlfriend, so I was like, oh, that poor girl.
Okay. All right, give me another scenario.
Of the second
So he made
guy,
you a no checklist, so you would never work with him again?
Never work with him again.
All right, give me another
So
one.
the second guy, and like there's only two guys, and it sucks because I worked with this guy. He's a nice person.
Oh, not a good performer?
So this is what happened. Okay. He was the scene before mine, and he was struggling. And apparently he brought a bottle of whiskey with him to set. And the thing is, not that I condone it, but there's been a couple of times where I'll have a drink before set.
To loosen up.
Not even like to loosen up necessarily. Like sometimes it's like a party scenario, and they just happen to have like a barbecue and like margaritas or something. So I'll be like, I'll have a margarita, can I won't tell.
All right, cool.
But yeah.
I'm with you. All right.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to judge, one glass, no biggie. Still struggling. The day is going and going and going. I'm supposed to do a threesome right afterward, like a boy-girl threesome. Two guys,
after
one girl.
working with him?
No. I was the scene after. He was working with someone else.
Gotcha.
I was just the scene after, but we were on the same location. But we're sitting there waiting, me and the two guys, and we're just like, what the fuck is going on? And someone tells me to check his whiskey bottle.
Okay.
I walk over, and the thing is polished. Like completely empty. Like not even like a jiggle.
So he was supposed to perform with you?
And not with me. He was just
okay.
performing in general. He was the scene before mine, but he kept losing wood. He couldn't perform.
Because he had too much alcohol in him.
Yeah.
So that's unprofessional.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't give him another day to make that up if you saw that, okay, he's not drinking and he's there and he's ready to perform?
No, because like that's like a huge no to me. Because
course.
I've had a couple guys actually, and I hate to say that, I've had a couple guys actually do scenes with me completely inebriated, and I didn't even know. Like one time, I did a scene for Extra Small, and this was like this is when I was still Liv Aguilera. There was this performer named Richie Calhoun who's no longer around anymore.
Okay.
And he had like one of those like Pellegrino like water bottles. So he was just drinking that all day. So I'm like, oh, good guy, he's staying hydrated.
Right. Go ahead.
So the scene starts, you know, I'm supposed to be like reading a book. He's supposed to come over and like, you know, just be obnoxiously all over me and shit.
Right.
The moment his breath hit my face,
You smelled it.
I smelled straight rubbing alcohol. I was like, so it obviously is vodka.
Right,
but,
okay.
But it just, it was horrible. The moment I smelled it, I was like, oh no. I mean, thankfully we were able to go through the scene no problem.
Oh, he was able to still finish?
He was still able to
Okay.
finish and everything, but I still had to like smell it.
Yeah, that's
and
unprofessional.
It's just, no, it's not cool. And plus people are unpredictable when they're inebriated.
Yeah. So your thing is being professional. That
Yeah.
if they're unprofessional, that's an automatic red flag, and you don't care to work with them.
Exactly, because I do take my job pretty seriously.
Yeah, especially when you're sacrificing your body and you're using your body to work, and you want somebody to, you know, come in with the same mentality.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you get prepared for a scene these days?
I you know, depending on what they ask for, I kind of just keep it pretty chill, you know, wake up, shower, make sure everything's clean and groomed and looks good. I for anal, I go on a special diet. I don't starve myself anymore. That's
Okay.
dumb.
Right.
But, you know, I'll go on a, you know, certain diet. So I like, you know, eat cleaner and stuff. And I maybe take a B12 little vitamin right beforehand. So I got that little added extra energy. But I don't overthink it anymore. I pretty much know everyone I work with. I'm pretty much friends with everyone I work with. So I can usually predict when it's going to be a good day or not.
What do you think your fans like most about you when it comes to your performances?
I think they love the fact that I just keep it natural. I'm not an over performer. I'm not, you know, trying to give them the hottest scene. I'm just there kind of like in the moment having fun, and they get to witness that.
Have you changed how you prepare for scenes from when you first came in the industry now, or is it still the same approach?
Nowadays, with being more relaxed, I'm more, I guess, energetic. I'm more lively, and I feel like that more of my personality actually is shown through my work as compared to before, where again I was having my own identity issues and just, you know, trying to be the best I can be that porn wanted to make me to be. But I was doing everything the way everyone else wanted. So now I do everything the way I want. And I feel like the fans see that and appreciate that much more.
When you're well, let's talk about this. Most valuable lessons you've learned about this industry?
The most valuable lesson would definitely be have a plan B, which isn't, you know, the most positive advice, I'll admit, but it's real. It's realistic, because the reason I say that, a lot of people think, oh, I can just do porn, no problem. I'm happy with my body. They don't understand the sacrifices and repercussions that come from being a performer. Like, you're not going to be able to have a normal job. You're not going to be able to have a government job.
Famous.
Because you...
Even though it's not typical famous, but
it's famous.
Right,
It's internet fame now. You're known.
Right.
And, like, even if you're not known,
Right.
it's in your background.
Yeah.
People are going to see that when you apply for other jobs, when you try to pursue new relationships. It's like a permanent red A on our chest, in a sense.
And so you think that you're going to have to end up being in the adult industry for the long run, but maybe as a director, maybe as an agent, agents creating an agency?
I personally,
like
yes,
okay.
but I'm not saying that it's impossible to pursue a life outside of the industry once you're over and done with it. But that's my point. Just make sure you have that plan B.
Got it. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? What is it? I don't know if it's association that you have with brazzers.
Oh, being a female liaison?
Yeah. What can you elaborate on that? Because I didn't.
So I'm like a model assistant. I'm there before the model gets there. I make sure she's taken care of. If she needs water, food, coffee, just make sure she's comfortable. And also to make sure that, because a lot of girls are too scared to speak up. That's the biggest issue. A lot of girls are scared to speak up because they're scared of
people disliking them and not booking them, or
I guess repercussions, for lack of a better word. There's another term I'm forgetting, but yeah, they just don't want retaliation. They don't want people to retaliate from them not being a yes girl.
Right.
They always want to be a yes girl, and I get it, especially being a performer. But nowadays, we definitely need someone to say no on our behalf. And that's where I come in. I make sure that the model is not left alone with anyone of the opposite sex. Sometimes I'm not even in general, like with the other performer, just to make sure, everything's okay. No one's being weird and, being disrespectful.
Have you come across weird individuals besides like the one that sent you a text message? Like when you come on the set and you could just see that they're a little off. Like does it go in your head that there's a great possibility? Let's keep it real before you.
So
answer.
okay,
go
there's
ahead.
two different weirds, because the thing is we're all a little weird.
Okay.
But there's two different weirds. You have acceptable weird and non-acceptable weird. Acceptable weird is like, okay, they're a little bit quirky. They might possibly be on the autism scale, but who am I to judge?
Right,
I'm not going to tell them. But, maybe they want to stick around a little bit longer than they should because they have no friends and just want to talk to you.
Got it.
You have those kind of weirdos. But then you have the unacceptable weirdo. And the unacceptable weirdo is not just creepy, but just, how do I explain? They I just had the right phrasing for it too, but they're just more predatory. Like, don't be a predator. Like, we're all having sex anyway.
Got it. And what about women? Are the women? Can they be creepy? Also?
Women can definitely be creepy. In fact, there's been a couple creepy women in the industry that people kind of.
Can you give me an example?
I don't know if I can say.
No, not their
names.
names. No, don't say their name. No, never. Go ahead. Just
but
give me a
I
scenario.
mean, there's this cliche that, some guy performers can be like over creepy, like, oh, let's shoot content, we should hang out sometime, let's kick it. Right. They're the ones at parties that are like, trying to grope on like the drunk girl. You don't really have that. Okay. But, when we're talking about like predatory women, there are a couple women that have been known to try to prey on like
on male talents?
No.
Or women?
On other women.
Oh, okay, got it.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of women. Okay, no, not a lot of women. There's a few couples in this industry. Like a girl is a performer. Her husband's a civilian. Okay. And they'll be like, hey, do you want to like hang out with like my husband and I? Like, you should totally come hang out. No problem. So they'll get these girls to go hang out with them. And then these girls will just leave them with their husbands.
Oh. Setting them up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super predatory.
Yeah.
And that's stuff that no one really talks about.
And it goes on to this day.
To this day.
Wow. And you just brought it out. You just brought it to the attention.
I'm telling all the secrets today.
Drop a ball for that. What's a deal breaker when somebody's trying to date Liv?
Ooh, I tolerate a lot too, but I mean, okay, a deal breaker. Willful ignorance.
Okay.
Because it's like, sometimes, some people just don't know any better about certain things, but when you're just like willfully ignorant, where you're just like, well, I don't know and I don't care, that's huge, like, red flag to me, because it means you're closed-minded. It means you're not open to like new experiences or just new, point of views. Okay. So if we were to ever get into like a disagreement, you're not going to see it from my point of view.
Right. Got it. What's your favorite thing to perform on camera?
Gonzo.
Elaborate, please.
No script, no setup, no scenario, no nothing. Just throw me in some fucking hot lingerie or some fucking stripper outfit, stripper shoes. Throw in some dick or throw in some pussy and let's just fuck.
Is it fair to say that Liv Revamped is a bona fide freak?
On camera, yes.
We got a bona fide freak in the building.
What do you dislike most? Which position, what thing, what activities do you dislike the most in performing?
I like a lot of things, actually. In fact, a lot of people will be like, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl. I actually love those positions.
I was going to ask you because most of the, like, for instance, one female, but she was much taller, much weight more. So I get it because women look uncomfortable when they're doing reverse cowgirl, but you're being 5 foot. It's not
better center of gravity, and then plus it's like I usually on my feet and I'm doing like the little crouch bounce, whatever.
So you don't have anything that you just don't like doing it. Licking. Oh, you said you like to lick the butt, right?
I can eat ass, yeah.
But is that your thing?
I can. Oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
As long as it's clean.
I hope so.
No, there's been a couple guys I had to tell them, can you go clean first?
That would kill me, man. Because if you know you go, I mean, they know that this is in the contract. Like you know what I'm saying. If you know that you're gonna get your salad tossed, why would you not?
Because a lot of guys, especially if they're just like naturally hairy, they're just like, no, I'd rather not do that to myself. And
of course.
Just like, okay, then I'm probably not going to eat your ass.
And that's fine. Why would you? I wouldn't want to, if I had a hairy asshole, I wouldn't want a woman sticking her tongue up in my hairy butt.
It's like, I have a landing strip, but I still groom it, Like, I wouldn't want you to eat full on bush.
Oh, so you have a landing strip, meaning you just keep
one
little line. Do they ask you for that?
Actually, no one asks. It's a personal preference. I prefer to have a little bit of pubic hair. because pheromones.
Okay.
It helps me come better.
Okay. Oh, that's new. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then 2, I want to remind people I'm a woman.
Got it.
Because I did a lot of teen stuff. I'm only just breaking out into the MILF stuff. I'm finally going to be a mom this week. Oh, I'm so excited. But I did a lot.
What kind? A MILF mom?
A MILF mom.
You're not a MILF. No, you're still young to be a MILF. No?
I mean, not in porn. Not in porn.
Okay, got you.
But the thing is, I'm doing MILF stuff, I guess, like either just in time or very late.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I still look like a teen. I know this.
All right.
Like, the fact that they're going to have me as a mom, I'm pretty sure they just saw the age and they're just like, she'll do. And they're going to see me in person and be like, oh, we fucked up.
Right.
But,
so you're going to straighten your hair for that?
No. I'm going to keep it curly.
I might have to watch. I might have to. I'm sure you'll have a highlight clip of it that I can see.
Oh, yeah. Soon.
Are you going to be acting when you do it also?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
So this is your first one?
My first one. Like, I've done, like, MILF, but I've never been, like, an textbook definition MILF. I've been like teacher or wife. I haven't been MILF. I haven't been stepmom.
You're fairly small, and I heard you state that you have a vagina that can fluctuate. Like it works for big size penis.
She can accommodate.
She can accommodate. Being that you're so small. You have worked. Did you work with, who was it? Dread? Not Dread.
Mandingo?
Mandingo.
Yeah.
Mandingo. How was that? Is it the same as any other?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, a little bigger, obviously, but performance-wise, a little. I'm not gonna say that much bigger.
Oh, it's not. You guys.
The thing is, there's a few guys in porn that are still very much well endowed. Mm-hmm. Like, you got Mandingo, but you also got guys like Isaiah Maxwell.
Yeah.
And now we got like Dread. And, we have guys that are still pretty well endowed.
Right.
Like, yeah, Mandingo's huge.
Right. But you got some that are not far from
yeah.
Got you. Is that your preference, though?
I'm not a size queen, no.
Oh, okay. All right. So you couldn't come home to that every day?
Honestly, I actually can't date a guy who's too big.
Okay, I get it. Most women say that. So they couldn't deal with a extra large penis
yeah, because there's a guy, friend of mine in the industry, performer, that we would hook up, friendly, and he's so gentle, just very nice, and just soft. And I would still have a very bruised cervix afterwards.
Oh, you're talking about during sex?
Yeah, during
Okay,
sex. He'd be
okay.
very gentle, very, like, attentive with me. And, like, he knows that I just like it, soft and like vanilla.
Right.
And I would still get a bruised cervix because of him, even though he's being gentle as can be.
So you had to cut him off because of that?
Like, we're still friends,
But,
but
I mean,
we
as
can't.
far as
But we can't hook
hunching,
up like
right,
that.
right,
No,
right.
like maybe once in a blue moon. I mean, especially because we're coworkers, we're gonna have to fuck again eventually.
Thank you for being real with yourself. So all right. So you can't come home to that every day. I get it. Do you date now, or is just work?
I mean, the thing is, relationships aren't a priority for me. No, I'm not one of those people who is afraid of being alone. I'm not, trying to look for someone. And that doesn't necessarily mean I renounce love. Like,
Got it.
I still believe in it. It's just not a priority. Some people are looking for a relationship. I'm looking for self-satisfaction.
Do you plan to have children? And
No.
What about marriage?
Nah.
Okay. Is that because of just the reality of your life and what activities have occurred in it?
No, I've thought this way ever since I was a girl. I don't see marriage in my cards.
Got it.
Because I didn't see myself settling down with one person for the rest of my life. I told someone one time, I'm a butterfly. I can't just land on one flower.
Got it. Wow. So okay. So eventually you want to settle down. When you're no longer a performer.
I mean,
you want to have
I want to retire one day, yes.
And you would like to have a partner, a real friend.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. So you're not afraid to be alone.
No, not at all.
That's good. I think you get more women like that now than ever.
I think so, because I'm not gonna, I'm not one of those like all men are trash, but like, just we as women have had to deal with so many patriarchal issues that now we do want to just be left alone.
Got it. What adult entertainer from the past would you have liked to work with in their prime, male or female?
Ooh, in their prime. I mean, even though I've already worked with him, I would have loved to work with like Evan Stone back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
what about Lee Stone? You know who Lee Stone is?
No, I'm not.
How come nobody knows who Lee Stone is?
Well, the thing is, I didn't even know who performers were until I got into the industry.
Okay. But
Like,
you know
I
Evan
don't-
Stone.
Well, I knew like Evan Stone, Voodoo, and like Voodoo's like little blonde wife because I watched a lot of late night HBO.
Gotcha. So him and any female?
I only really knew of Jenna Jameson and Katie Morgan.
Okay. What can we expect from Liv for the second half of 2021?
For the second half, oh my goodness, lots of sun. There's going to be a lot of like beachy, bikini type shoots coming up for me.
I was wondering. I was like, "What you telling me? You just expect you on the beach?" Okay, I got you. I was thrown off for a little bit. Okay, all right. So you're gonna be working.
Yeah.
You're gonna be working. All right. We're gonna start Moment of Truth. Moment of the Truth is where I state something and you tell me if it's true. If it's false, you elaborate and explain why. If you don't choose to answer, you say you choose not to answer. Ready?
Okay.
A man that smells good can give you the wood.
That's actually kind of true.
Okay. You want to elaborate?
Because if he smells good,
And?
it goes with pheromones.
Okay.
It's like sometimes certain smells connect with you, and you're just like, me
You
and
don't
this
wanna
person
let
are
go.
gonna get along.
So that's kind of true. That's a
Kind of true.
okay,
Kind
all
of
right.
true. Because sometimes you can wear something, and then it's just like to cover something.
Yeah,
up.
right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. During a performance, you've thought about what you're going to eat after the shoot.
All the time.
It's time to stop.
So
I'm literally getting fucked, and I'm just like, fuck, I really want tacos.
We got a bona fide freak in the building.
what's up with the tacos, man?
I live in LA. That's why.
Oh. Can I tell? This was what made me ask. I had this question before, and then yesterday I was doing an interview, and the person said they were riding penis, and they were thinking about Taco Bell, and I didn't mention any of that, and then you tell me tacos.
Just tacos. Who doesn't love tacos?
You've done orgies. Okay. Have you ever been on a scene with a woman, another female talent, and you guys look each other in the eyes and you're like, you know that the other person is hungry or you're ready to get it done so you can get out here and go get something to eat? Has that happened?
Oh my gosh. We'll be like looking each other
Uh-huh.
deep into each other's eyes. We start petting each other. And almost on cue, both of our stomachs will start to growl.
Oh, wow.
And we'll just be like, I know, girl. I know.
So this is common.
Very common. Because the thing is, we don't like to be bloated for our scene. And
I get it.
plus,
So
if you
I
eat
get
too much,
Yeah.
it gets...
So by the time you're into it or almost done, you're hungry now. Mm-hmm. So the hunger overrides the stroking. Or it overrides the penetration.
Oh, definitely. It can ruin it sometimes.
Because you're so hungry.
Yes.
Tacos. That's what I'm going to be thinking on. the plane
Especially
when I
after
ride
anal.
Why? Tell me why.
Well, like I said, we have to go. Well, I personally go on like these little special diets
Yeah.
in preparation for my scenes. So afterward, I just want something greasy and filling.
Favorite spot for the money shot is your butt.
Sometimes. I mean,
that's
personally,
not true. What is?
I prefer cream pie. But if you
Okay.
gotta come on me, then yeah, you can come on my ass.
Okay, that's what you prefer. You've had a performance on camera you wish you could get back.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you wish you could get it back? You just wasn't.
Oh, there's a few scenes where I'm like, it was just in the moment, hot. I came, they came. It was just magnetic and just fire. And yeah, there's definitely a couple scenes where I can live over and over and over and over and over again.
Okay. Performing oral sex on a man makes you feel empowered.
Yes, I love giving oral sex, man or woman. I'm a giver.
You're a giver. Zero tolerance for bad hygiene.
Zero. There's
That's true.
no excuse.
You ran from dick.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I mean, like, in sex when you're like running away from the
Is
dick.
this on the clock or off the clock?
Wait, okay, running away. Well, define running away from
running
dick.
away from like, I don't want to deal with that. Let me get away from that.
Oh, you mean like,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm just like, no, I don't really want it. You can keep that to yourself.
No. Running away from it like, whoa, I don't think I want to deal with that right there. Is that why you saying keep it to yourself?
like they
like
whipped
you
it out?
like you running away from it while it's coming up in you.
Oh, like when we're having sex?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
but have you done that on camera?
oh, on camera? No.
Okay.
I tough it out.
Okay. We drop a horn for that. You're a trooper, professional. But off the clock.
But off the clock, there's been a couple times where I'm like, woo, that is hitting wrong.
Yeah.
No.
So I just imagine how many women that female film stars have to act like it's all good but really want to run away from it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of where, being a female liaison comes in. Or having one.
Okay.
Because it's like, again, sometimes you need someone to say no on your behalf. Because, like, me included, sometimes I just want to, write it out and be like, it's okay, I can handle it. I can handle it. But then, someone's going to see on my face, like, no, she's hurt. We should probably cut and, like, ask her if she needs to readjust.
You, what you said, you're straight. What makes you say you're straight on a guy's jock? When you said, oh, no, I'm good, I'll pass. What makes Liv say that?
Sometimes it's just the person. I'm like,
okay.
I get enough dick. It's
Got
like
it.
sometimes I really don't want to deal with what's attached.
So you okay? Got you. Vaginas need breaks.
Do vaginas need breaks?
No, vaginas need breaks.
They need
Is it
breaks.
true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How often do you give yours a break?
More than it needs.
Okay, because you have to do maintenance, right?
Yeah, I have to do maintenance, and then plus it's like it needs a cool down period. She needs to she just needs to have a day of rest, just like I need a day of rest.
Have you ever done 2 scenes in one day?
Yes.
And how was that for you? It's okay.
Sometimes it can be easy. It's like any other job. Sometimes a job just feels like work. But then there's days where I'm like, I'm super in the mood, I'm super motivated, I'm super energetic, and sometimes I just want to take all the fucking dicks.
We got a bona fide freak in the building.
Best to have sex before eating.
Yes.
Okay. That's easy. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Porn stars aren't horny all the time.
We're not, no. Not all the
So that's
time.
true.
That's true.
Wow. This has been a long interview. Can you let everybody know, do you have any content that's going to be coming out next month or anything that you can name? And also what social media platforms where they can check you out?
So I have a few scenes coming out on my OnlyFans. I had this foursome I did with True Kate, Tommy Wood, and Isaiah Maxwell. I did Old Guy, Younger Girl with Maestro Claudio. I just did some stuff with Charlotte Stokely and Will Pounder. I have a lot going on. Like, my fans should be excited.
Got it. And how do they, and your social media for your Instagram, Twitter, etc.?
You can follow me on Twitter at Liv Revamped, and you can follow me on Instagram at Bishesback, BISH.IZBAK.
Okay. No, you said Twitter, Instagram. Yep, that's it. No TikTok.
I'm on TikTok, but I don't update it. No.
Gotcha. Liv Revamped joining us on the Bougie Show. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a productive interview. It was an informative interview, and it was enjoyable at the same time. So thank you so much for joining us, and we are checking out.
Thank you.
It's the Bougie Show with Zeta DJ.